Ladies and gentlemen, PWA Blood, Sweat, and Tears, the voice of PWA, Lucius Pico, trained by myself, the voice of the people, Jason Naval, Sage Ramsey versus, God bless him, the longest-running senior.
I'd like to point out real quick here that this is an unfair match.
Why is that?
Well, there's a jerkish referee in the match.
He doesn't have any relation to Sage Ramsey.
Really?
No, not at all.
You don't think that those two look like they might be
Look, man, one's named
brothers?
Jerkus, the other one's named Ramsey. There's a difference here, Lucius.
Oh, okay. Because Lucius is my real name, too.
Oh, so we're going with fake names here then,
Yes,
right?
we are. Okay.
Hi, Bing Westlake. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Jerk. Hey, by the way,
yes.
How many falls?
I'm not repeating what he
said. Is there one fall in this
Sadly,
match?
yes.
There's one fall in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways.
And Kincaid just jack-jawing with Sage, and Sage looks really confused right now.
Well, have you met Sage?
Many times. A good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Probably because I beat him in the head really hard with a chair once. That's probably what happened, yeah.
It wasn't a golf club?
No.
Okay.
Kincaid just smacking the back of Sage Ramsey. Smacking it again, and a third time, and that is probably not a good idea.
No.
And now just paintbrushing the back of his head.
Sage maybe not the smartest guy in the bucket, but that's kind of an insult to a guy, one of the monsters of PWA, if you will.
Yes. And Kincaid looking hot here, thinking, I got this man on the ropes. And Sage giving him a free shot. Nope, not at all. And just, blasted him in the face.
It's an interesting block.
Well, he got the job done, Lucius.
Yep. I guess
Sage with a big headbutt in the corner.
I mean, we got to keep our eye on Archie out there, though, too. I mean,
now
we don't know what she's going to do.
Sage has got a hold of the drawers there.
Is he giving him a wedgie?
I think so.
Oh!
And now Kincaid fixing that atomic wedgie he just received there from one and only Sage Ramsey.
I mean, Kincaid's the super senior because I'm pretty sure he's been in high school for about 5 years, but I wonder how long it took Sage to graduate.
4 years.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sage is very highly educated.
Oh.
Oh, and again, the super senior going just with the slaps.
With the
Sage
open
Ramsey.
slaps to the face.
And now Sage blocking again, smacking Kincaid with that big right hand right in the face. And Kincaid's dazed and taking it Kincaid in the corner. Just big headbutts right there, taking the full 5 count there wisely. And Kincaid is just out of his mind on the floor there.
I'm a huge fan of Archie, you know that, but I don't know if he maybe picked the right opponent for Kincaid this month.
Sadly, I don't believe he did, and usually Archie's pretty good about this, but Sage just blasting Kincaid in the midsection, driving him between the top and middle rope, and Kincaid moving, and Sage got a little bit of his shoulder into that and got a little dazed, and Kincaid now taking those knees right to Sage Ramsey's gut.
You know, and that's a smart move right there. I mean, you got a guy as big as Sage, you got to knock the wind out of him, take the breath out of his chest.
Now Kincaid on the back of Sage Ramsey, choking the man on the rope, wisely using that 5 count, and the referee jerk is getting the 5 count there, getting him off the man.
Trying to Irish whip in the corner, but it is not working all of a sudden.
Sage holding on to that top rope and now driving Kincaid right back into the turnbuckle. Sage looking for a suplex there. Kincaid wisely getting some elbows to the side of the head, getting himself out of that predicament. Big running knee to Sage Ramsey in the corner.
And as I said a second ago, I mean, there's 2 ways to keep a big man down. You got to take out his legs or you got to take out his breath. And it looks like he's just trying to knock the wind out of him.
Yeah, if Sage is winded, he's not going to be very effective in the middle of that ring.
No.
Sage, big spine buster to Kincaid, just driving all of his weight down onto Kincaid through the mat.
But Sage is slow to get up right here.
Well, his Kincaid's little job there worked real well, and Sage is obviously he's
still a little winded, I think.
Yeah. Sage getting back to his feet. Kincaid back to Sage with A pretty weak shot to the back of his head there. Trying to get the man back to his feet. And Sage is hurt. Sage looks like he's in pain.
Sage definitely looks like he's in pain. Something seems wrong here.
Choking him. Sage pulling the hand off of him. Sage trying to get his bearings, but having a lot of trouble here. Referee Jerkis
checked on him, though, and he's saying, let's go.
Big right hands to Sage Ramsey's face. Kincaid taking it to the big man here. Now that he's got him pretty much off his feet.
Again trying. No.
And Kincaid whipping back into that turnbuckle again. And again, Sage driving all of his weight right into the midsection of Kincaid. The super senior backed in between those ropes yet once again.
That's just got to suck the breath out of you right now.
Oh! Big drop down toe hold, pulling Sage Ramsey's face right into that middle turnbuckle. And Kincaid gearing up, looking, waiting, stalking. Kincaid.
Oh!
Big boot driving Sage back into that turnbuckle. Kincaid, that's where he wants him. And now Kincaid's calling for him back out. I'm not sure what's on Kincaid's mind here, but it's a very awkward strategy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you've got the big man in the corner. You've got him stumbling. You just need to keep going to town.
Kincaid driving his head right into Sage's belly.
Oh.
Returning the favor of Sage doing the same to him earlier. And Archie's very happy on the outside of the ring there.
Archie's happy, but what is Kincaid doing? He's wasting time right now. I mean, we've talked about opportunity on this show before, and I mean, you've got to take your moments, and he's just kind of nonchalantly getting over there.
Kincaid, right hands to Sage's face as Sage lays on the mat, just out of it. And the ref's telling him to open that hand. I don't think Kincaid's going to pay any attention to the referee here.
He doesn't care what referee Jerkis says.
And the crowd trying to get Sage Ramsey back to his feet here.
And we've got a capacity crowd tonight, by the way. It is packed in here, ladies and gentlemen.
It is very packed in here. Archie taking a swipe at Sage, but missing, and Sage looking at him with those eyes, and Archie wisely backing up, and Kincaid taking it back to Sage in the corner with those big right hands, and Sage has had enough.
Oh.
Sage with some right hands of his own, right to Kincaid's forehead, knocking the man to the mat, and Kincaid's pegging off, and Archie's on the ring. Archie's on the apron. The ref's back is turned, and Sage realized what's happening.
Kincaid apparently is done. Is he leaving? Uh-oh, we've got IJ Sweet.
IJ Sweet with a knee, driving Kincaid back into the ring. And Kincaid can't believe his eyes. He's not sure what's happening. It's Sage. Sage is looking for it. Here it comes. Sage with a giant choke slam. Kincaid with the cover. With the help of IJ Sweet, Sage Ramsey pulls off this win.
The crowd might be happy, but that was cheating on behalf of IJ Sweet that allowed Sage Ramsey to get the win right.
Well, you could say the same for Archie as well, because he was on the apron, pulling the ref's attention. Same thing.
PWA fans, LPC and Naval are going to agree to disagree as this match comes to an end.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us.